Hi guys, so I decided to film a Comic-Con video because there was just too much happening that day to write about, and my reactions will seem more genuine this way. I don't really know. So I'm just going to get into it because this is probably going to be long and I'm probably just going to ramble a lot. But, so we went to Wizard World Philly Comic-Con, which was crazy because there were so many amazing people that were going. We live about 3 hours from Philly, so we left around 7 in the morning. And so we should have gotten there at 7, but there was a lot of traffic, so we didn't get there until 10. I had a photo op with Stephen Amell, which is at 10:40, and they advise you to be there 20 minutes early for your panel. So we got to Comic-Con at 10:20, and by this time I was freaking out. I was like, oh my god, we're not gonna meet him, we're not gonna meet him, this is gonna be terrible, I'm gonna cry, we're not gonna meet him, I spent so much money on this, and we're not gonna meet him. And so we waited in the Comic-Con, like the line to register and get in for our wristbands. I still have mine on because I don't want to take it off. That line took about 20 minutes, so it was about 10:40, which was his meet and greet time, when it started. So then we just like booked it down to the photo op area, and then we had to get our photo ops registered, and there was a super long line for that. So I was like, all right, we're not gonna meet him, this is over, whatever, I guess. And I was just really upset. And then they called on the loudspeaker, last call for Stephen Amell, last call for Stephen Amell, and I was like, but then God bless the people at the photo op. They were like, all right, does anyone have Stephen Amell? Anyone in these lines have Stephen Amell? And I was like, me. So then we ran up and they checked us in, and then they were like, go, go, go. So then we sprinted down to Stephen Amell, and that boy was so beautiful in person. I couldn't even breathe. He was just so good looking. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It was so quick though. It was really, really quick. So we smiled, took our picture, left, and everything. I was like, thank you, thank you. He was just, he was wearing like a tight blue shirt, and he just looked so freaking good. Oh my god, it was painful. Then after that, we had a bunch of time to kill until our meet and greet, or our photo op, with Chris Evans and Hayley Atwell at 2. So then we went to Stephen Amell's panel, and there was like a bunch of questions about Arrow and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and he was so funny and so cute and so nice. Oh my gosh, I was like laughing the entire time. He is freaking adorable. I love him. I love him. Okay. Then after that, we just wandered around and looked at the amazing costumes, and when I say amazing costumes, like, some people, oh my gosh, I can't even explain. There were like a lot of Peggies and Caps and Winter Soldiers, and they were all so good. Oh, it was so great, so great. We got food and stuff and just chilled, and then we went to the Chris Hemsworth and Tom Hiddleston panel, which was really great. It was packed though. It was like insanely packed. So we were like towards the back, kind of like, I don't know. It was so great though. They were both really funny and really cute, and they looked good too. Literally everyone there was just beautiful. Okay. Alright, whatever. We had to leave that early because we had to get to our Chris Evans and Hayley Atwell photo op. Actually early this time. And so, the line took forever though. It was about like an hour and a half just waiting in line for that picture. There were so many people. But while we were waiting in line, it was like right next to the photo op area. And then Sebastian Stan walked out and just like waved to everyone. He was like taking pictures of people, and then he got yelled at to like go back because he was like causing a disturbance or whatever, which was really annoying. And he was like, I'm just walking around. But yeah, they made him go back, but that was still so cool because he was like 20 feet in front of me, and that boy. Okay, yeah. And then while we were still waiting in line, Chris Hemsworth and Tom Hiddleston did the same thing, and I just, that was so good. I was so good. That was crazy. And then when we were, oh my god, and the line started moving, we were about to meet Chris Evans and Hayley Atwell, which was just perfect. It was just so perfect. Yeah, so then we got in like the little tent area, and I saw Chris Evans, and oh my god. Like my breath caught in my throat, and I was freaking out. Oh my gosh. He looked like really, like a lot smaller in person. Like he looked like a normal human, which is crazy. he was wearing like a flannel shirt, and like, oh my god, his eyes popped so much. He has like the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen. He's just a beautiful person. So then we got our picture, and I was wearing a romper, and I had like an opening in the back. It was like cut out, and he put his hand on the small of my back, which is where the opening was. So he had his hand on my bare back, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm chill. And then he like moved his hand because like that's kind of weird. And he was just like holding on to me so tightly, and his hands are so big, and he's just, oh my god. But then it was time to leave, and I was like, thank you. And he said thank you, and we left, and it was just so amazing. And then I was like giggling and like crying when we got out of there, and everyone was like, oh my god, who did you just meet? Like, is this girl okay? And I was just like, but yeah, it was absolutely amazing. And then after that, we changed into our costumes for the day because we didn't want to take our pictures with the Stephen Amell and Chris Evans and Hayley Atwell in our costumes. So then I went as Speedy, and my friend Courtney went as the Black Canary from Arrow. And so that was really cool, and we got a lot of compliments on our costumes because like I made them, so I was like super giddy about that. And some girl asked me, oh my god, where'd you get your Speedy hoodie? And I was like, thank you. But yeah, it was amazing. Some people asked to take pictures of us, which was crazy. I was just like really happy. Anyway, then we saw Stephen Amell doing a autograph, like at his little autograph booth. And me, being the impulsive idiot I am, dropped a lot of money to get his autograph, even though I already met him. I'm stupid, but it was worth it, okay? It was worth it. So then we met Stephen Amell again. He signed our picture, and he was like, oh my god, this turned out really good. And I was like, and he was like, and then he looked at us and looked at the picture, and he was like, when did you or like, how did you change? And we were like, psh. And then I asked him for a hug, and so he hugged us over the table, and it was so cute. And he is honestly like the nicest person ever. He is so nice. And yeah, then we went to the Agent Carter panel, which was Hayley Atwell and Dominic Cooper, which was really funny and just adorable. And then we left after that, and it was just really, really amazing day, if not it was definitely one of the best days of my life, if not the best. It was just so amazing. And I am so, so blessed and so thankful, and like just want to give a big shout out to my parents for paying for this as a graduation gift. You guys are the best. And it was just so great.